What is up, guys? It is Bob Blah Blah, and welcome to the gun review. Today we take a look at the ACR, The Legend Returns to Modern Warfare 2. In that game, this gun was known as the Laser. Basically, you could point it anywhere, and it would kill anybody. It was an awesome gun. It wasn't the most powerful gun in the game, but it was laser accurate. When I say laser, it literally had no recoil in that game. Well, in this game, it's a great gun as well, but slightly different. Let's look at the rankings so far. We have done 8 rankings now, only 2 guns left in the assault rifles. It's amazing. This is almost over, and we're going to get to 2 really good guns. So first up, we have the ACR. Let's get into the gun stats so you can kind of learn more about it. The ammo per mag is 30. Now, as I've said in every single episode practically, that is the norm. 8 out of the 10 guns in this category have that, so that is nothing special. The starting ammo is 90. Same thing for that as well. Once again, 8 out of the 10 guns have that same starting ammo. By the way, this gameplay, we're going to have 2 Moab gameplays here, one on the map Resistance and one on the map Mission. Nothing really too special, just typical kill confirmed Moabs, both about 5 minutes long. I've edited out any kills I got with, or most of the kills I got with other guns, just for the sake of keeping things short. Let's go to the next gun stat. The rate of fire is 705 rounds per minute. That ranks it in 6th place. Not amazing, kind of right in the middle of the fully automatic weapons. Keep in mind, in the assault weapon category, there are 3 non-fully automatic weapons, so a lot of times the stats can look worse than they are. But the rate of fire is not too bad for the fully automatics, but not amazing. The damage close is actually really good. It's 45, which ties it for 5th. Though 3 of the guns ahead of it are not fully automatic. The only fully automatics ahead of it are the AK-47 and the CM901, both of which have a slower rate of fire and much higher recoil. What 45 damage means from a real world standpoint is that you're going to get a 3-bullet kill all of the time up close. You're going to get a 2-bullet kill if you manage to get a single headshot. Now, it also means that if you're shooting through cover, you are also likely to still get a 3-bullet kill because that damage is so high. 3 bullets from this gun represent a total damage of 135, which is more than enough to kill somebody even through cover, typically with just 3 bullets. The damage far is 30. This ties it for 2nd. This is a really big statistic. What that means is this is a 4-bullet kill at any range. Now, that also means it's a 3-bullet kill still as you go farther out. Not at the peak range, but at a pretty far distance, it's still going to retain a 3-bullet kill, which is big news. Now, the 4-bullet kill is a big deal because it's still a 3-bullet kill with a headshot at any distance. So just 1 bullet hits him in the head, you're going to get a 3-bullet kill from any distance in the game. This once again makes the silencer a great add-on to this gun, because when silencer only affects range, not damage. So at the farthest range, even with a silencer, it's still going to be a 4-bullet kill. The time to kill close is 0.17. This is 7th place, which isn't the best number. And so it definitely lacks compared to some of the other assault rifles in the closest range. The time to kill far is a very solid 0.225, which puts it in 4th place, so it does kill fairly quickly at distance. The drop off close is 24 meters. This is one of the big statistics with this gun that goes along with its damage. It's tied for 3rd in that category, and what that means is up to 24 meters, you're getting full damage, which means it's a 3-bullet kill, 2-bullet kill with 1 headshot. That's a very big stat. That means all the way out to 24 meters, you're going to be a killing machine. The great thing about this stat is that also means your damage drop-off is going to come much, much later. By the way, do you see that fail Moab? I get it. And then the game ends. How frustrating. That 24-meter drop-off close means that your close range is a lot longer than most weapons. So really, it's close to mid-range where that 45 damage stays. The drop-off far is 36 meters. Now this is tied for 8th, not the greatest number. However, remember, because of its high damage, you're going to still see a lot of kills at long range. It's still a 4-bullet kill at the farthest range. So yes, even though it is 8th, that high damage really alleviates most of that. You're still going to get great kills at long range. The reload time is another great statistic for this gun. It's only 1.9 seconds. This is over a full second faster than the slowest gun in the category, and is half a second faster than almost all of the rest of the assault rifles, with the exception of just a couple. This is great, guys. If you are an aggressive player, reloading fast is a huge win. Now, you're probably using sleight of hand if you're an aggressive player, but even still, you're not going to be even quicker. You're going to be able to reload fast. And at 1.9 seconds, like I said, saving a full second to a half a second over almost all of the other guns is just a huge advantage in tactical situations. Now, let's look at the recoil on the ACR. The recoil is amazing. One of the defining factors of all of the guns, especially assault rifles, is recoil. The less recoil a gun has, the more bullets you're going to get on target, which means the more kills you're going to get. This gun functionally has basically no recoil. Now, if you look at the picture here, you'll see that it does recoil up a little bit and left and right a little bit. But functionally, the gun pretty much fires like a laser. If you point and shoot and hold down the trigger, it's going to be very, very controlled recoil. The recoil almost balances the gun itself. It bounces a little left, a little right, but it stays centered. You'll see in this gameplay, oftentimes I'm just spraying and it doesn't matter. The gun is not going to go anywhere. It will hit its target. Now, it does recoil up a little bit, so I guess if you were a headhunter constantly going for headshots, you would get some misses. But the reality is most people, if you look at the heat maps on people's bodies and where you aim, most people tend to aim low. They tend to hit legs, upper legs, and body and stomach. That's where people in the real world tend to hit. And so the ability to have the gun go up a little bit for its recoil is actually not a bad thing. It might get you a few extra headshots, in fact. So when you look at that recoil, that's one of the reasons this gun is so strong. It is such a manageable weapon. You're going to put so many of your bullets on target because of that very controllable recoil. Now, let's talk about the setups with the ACR. Now, the ACR is a very functional gun. It's great at long range, it's very good up close, and it's excellent mid-range. So really, no matter what type of player you are, the ACR is a good gun. I have no idea how that guy didn't see me, by the way. For me personally, my favorite setup is silencer extended mags. Now, one thing I want to address, I've had a few people say, hey, Bob, why don't you recommend more variety of setups? Well, guys, I'm not just recommending setups to try. I'm recommending the setups that I think work best. And I'm not going to recommend setups that don't work best just for variety. I will never recommend you use a thermal or an ACOG. I'm never going to recommend that you put on a heartbeat sensor because that's really only effective if you camp. These are things that I don't use and you'll rarely see any good players use. And by the way, I'm not saying that to say that I'm this great player or anything. I'm just saying really good players are never going to use that stuff. In fact, I would say marginally good players are generally going to not use things like the heartbeat sensor, the thermal, anything like that, unless they're strictly using it for novelty, not for effectiveness. So the other setup I would recommend, silencer extended mags by far is my favorite with this gun. Like I said, with the great range drop off and the high damage, the silencer is barely noticeable. You're going to still get very fast kills. The extended mags is amazing because when you run into multiple people, you're going to be able to take them out. Plus, it gives you additional ammo from the very beginning of the game. Now, another great setup I like with this is red dot with extended mags. Though the iron sights are amazing on this gun and you don't really need a red dot, some people prefer having the great field of vision you do get from a red dot. If you do, I highly recommend it with extended mags. As far as the proficiencies, I don't really recommend kick. The recoil is so easy to manage. I see no real reason to use the kick proficiency. Proficiency I actually do enjoy occasionally with this gun if I'm rushing is focus. Focus is pretty nice. It allows you to not have that view kick that's really annoying when you get shot. It works really well with this gun. However, I would never trade that for extended mags. Having extra bullets at the beginning and also having extra ammo per magazine is way too important and is way more important than any of the proficiencies in this game, in my opinion. So, where do we rank the ACR? Well, we've only got 2 spots left, so I'm guessing you know where it's going to rank. It's going to rank... oh, you guys thought I was going to rank it. You guys know how it works. The top 2 come in the last video. So let me know in the comments. You know what's coming. It's the Type 95. What's number 1, the ACR or the Type 95? Let me know what you think. And there's my MOAB. And that's it for this episode of the Gun Review. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you did, please hit that like button. It helps a lot. And I will talk to you guys next time on the Gun Review. Take it easy.